Hey guys, this is the next episode of my XR Weekly News. We are in week 2, 2025. And yeah, the interest of VR is going a little bit down now in January, but this is just normal because the Christmas rush is over. Many people bought whatever they wanted and now they are at home and trying that stuff, not interested in so much videos, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah? I expected that, and to be honest, I'm really happy about this, that it's not so stressful, because in 2 weeks there is my wedding and yeah, I have to prepare stuff, and this is just fine for me. So here outside there is snow. There's a lot of snow. It's pretty rare here to have snow. So yeah, this is just my weather. So everything about XR hardware, games releases and sales. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go.
VoodooDE.
Yeah guys, Meta announced it last year that the Quest 2 and Quest Pro will no longer be sold soon. Yeah, Quest 2 is already not available since last year, and the Quest Pro is out of... I'm not sure if it's even out of stock, but it's the page says Meta Quest Pro is no longer available. Yeah, and they recommend to buy the Quest 3 now. And this is what I also would do. Yeah, I was not the biggest fan of the Quest Pro. I mean, it's not a bad headset. Yeah, many people love it. Many people still use it and have it. But yeah, for the price that you pay, you don't get the value. Yeah, so better go for Quest 3. Quest 3 can do most things better. And yeah, that's it. So Quest Pro is dead now, but yeah, perhaps in the future there will be something similar from Meta. We will see. Okay guys, we already knew that Sony will bring a new standalone headset, and on the CES in Vegas they announced a new name. Before it was Sony XYN, and now it's called XYN or XYN or XYN. I have no idea. This is the name. And it's indeed a standalone headset with the Snapdragon XR2 Plus Gen 2 processor. It has mixed reality functions. It has a flip-up design. It has 4K per eye. Very interesting. It has a micro OLED display with 3552 by 3840 per eye, which is really, really good. Yeah, impressive. But yeah, it's a competitor to the Apple Vision Pro, I would say. But don't expect something like a Quest 3. Yeah, competitor to Quest 3. Quest 3 is much cheaper. And the new Sony headset is more meant for creative users and professional users. For example, for motion capturing, they can use these trackers here. Yeah, Mokopi. And yeah, I think it's interesting, but it's not so for gamers. Yeah, but hopefully I will get a chance to try it somewhere. Also on the CES in Vegas, Nvidia announced something for people that use GeForce Now cloud gaming. So now you can use it on different VR headsets like the Quest 3, Quest 3S, Apple Vision Pro and Pico headsets. Pretty cool. But before you think, finally we can use VR in the cloud, no, guys, no. This is only for flat games. Yeah, so the library that you have for the Nvidia cloud gaming games, for example, this one here, what you see, Baldur's Gate, Stalker 2, you can play on a huge flying screen in your VR headset. And yeah, that's going to be interesting. It will be released later this month with the update 2.0.7. And yeah, then you can use that. And for example, with the Apple Vision Pro, it has a really good display. And I can imagine that looks really great. Yeah, of course, you can also connect a controller and so on, and then play your favorite flat games on a huge screen. This is interesting. One of the most popular PC VR games, Boneworks, is coming to Meta Quest 3. Very interesting. And now perhaps you think, hey, I've already played that on Quest 3. How's that possible? No, guys, you didn't play it. You played Bone Lab. Yeah, this is different. Bone Lab is a different game. It's a sandbox game, and Boneworks is a narrative, physics-based action adventure, I would say. Yeah, and this is a really nice game. I absolutely loved it on PC VR, and this is coming for Quest 3. Why do I always say Quest 3? Yes, because it will not come to Quest 2, and that means people, perhaps you should definitely try to consider to replace your Quest 2. All the new games that coming are not for Quest 2 anymore. Yeah, so perhaps it gets time. There is the time where you have to get rid of your Quest 2. It's fact. I mean, still it's a good headset. You can play all PC VR games and the old standalone games, but all the new games you will not be able to play anymore, and that's sad. So the exact release date is not announced, but they are working on it, and I'm looking forward to play it. It's really good. Boneworks. Hey guys, check this out. This is a new Kickstarter campaign. Years ago, I tried something to achieve full body tracking with the Xbox Kinect camera. You remember that? But it was not so good. But now they try it again. It's called Bodylink, and this is the camera that you place in front of you. It has 90 Hertz, a huge field of view, and it can track your body, not only for non-VR games, TV games and so on, but also for VR games with the Meta Quest 3, for example. There you can play VR chat, yeah, and that's really interesting, yeah. Here's the camera, and here this guy has the Quest 3, and you can do full body tracking. Oh, it's also for Steam VR, yeah. Very nice. But be careful, guys. This is a Kickstarter campaign. That means there is a risk that you lose your money, yeah. But you get it now for $169 instead of later when it's on the market for $299. But with the risk of using your money. Be aware of that. I will put the Kickstarter link in the description. Perhaps if I get this device, I will show it on my channel as well. Bodylink. And also on CES, Nvidia and AMD announced the new graphics cards. This is the from Nvidia is the RTX 50 series. Yeah, we will not go through all the technical details, but you need to know that you have a RTX 5070, 5070 Ti, 5080, and of course the flagship. This is insane, the RTX 5090. It has 32 GB of VRAM. This is insane. But you also need a mini nuclear power plant for that. The price is $2,000. This is crazy. But let me be honest, I'm a big fan of graphic cards. Yeah. So there are two things in my life that I update wherever there's a new version. This is smartphones. I have the newest Google Pixel every year, and second, the graphics card. So expect that I will have the RTX 5090 in my PC when it's available. So this is something, yeah, this is a weak point of myself. However, this is from Nvidia, but there's also something announced from AMD. I'm not the biggest AMD fan, but that doesn't mean they are bad. They are also good graphics cards and so on, and they have the RX 9070 and RX 9070 XT. They will be released somewhere beyond Q1 2025. No exact prices. I cannot buy them all, of course. I will just buy one, likely this one here, the RTX 5090, and then I will do some benchmarks compared to my old 4090 that I have right now. And I'm looking forward to that. We will see. Yeah, guys, and also on the CES, Lenovo announced something. It's very interesting. These are AR glasses with focus on gaming and movies. Yeah, it's called Legion Glasses 2. And it's the price will be $399, and the release is already in February 2025. Very interesting. They have micro OLED, 1920 by 1080 per eye, up to 120 Hertz. It has 43-degree field of view. Sounds low, but for an AR headset, it's okay. It has built-in speakers, 2 microphones, and only 65 grams. Really nice. And you will be able to connect it to different devices, for example, the Lenovo owned devices or other smartphones or so, yeah. And this is gonna be very interesting. I hope I will get it. Yeah. In the past, Lenovo made pretty cool things. For example, the Lenovo Explorer, which was a very, very cheap Windows Mixed Reality headset, only $199, and you could play everything, even Half-Life Alyx with it. That was a nice headset for beginners. And yeah, we will see what Lenovo is doing here. And let's check out the releases this week. By the way, very important, in the description and in the first pinned comment, you find the MetaQuest coupon list where you get 10% off every MetaQuest game and also the early access indie titles. For example, there are many small games, for example, for 99 cents or so that you can still get 10% off. You will find them all in the MetaQuest coupon list. For example, only this week I added nearly 100 new games to the list. And this is very interesting. And yeah, here, for example, we have Medicine VR. This is a VR horror game that was available on other platforms. Now you have it on Quest 3. Then Human Within. This is a VR interactive movie. I showed that on my channel. Make sure to check out the video. Stupid Cars. This is a small game. By the way, I also showed that on my channel, but as a YouTube Shorts. So in the future, I will try to show every game that is released, but sometimes if it's not a big game, it's only a small game, then I will do a shorts video. Yeah, so make sure to also check out my YouTube Shorts where I will announce a game in less than 60 seconds. For example, Stupid Cars. This is a skill game where your cars go straight and you have to maneuver them. Then Epica. This is adventure game. I'm looking forward to show that on my channel. Yeah, it's already out, but I didn't have time yet, but likely I will show it. And on Steam, I found Virtual Sniper. This is arcade sniper shooter experience. There was nothing new on the PlayStation VR 2 this week. Okay guys, and let's check out the sales. I have something together with Pimax for you. If you own a HP Reverb G2, an old Windows Mixed Reality headset, which is dead as soon as you update Windows 11, then perhaps you consider to upgrade to a new headset, and I definitely recommend the Pimax Crystal Light. You can check out my reviews and so on. And in this case, if you have the receipt, still the receipt of the HP Reverb G2, then you can send it to Pimax and you get $80 discount for the Pimax Crystal Light. And in addition, when you go via my link in the description and enter the coupon code VoodooDE, you get additional 3% off. So this is available in combination. This is really cool. Everything you need about this is in the description and in the first pinned comment. So make sure to share it, whoever has a Reverb G2. Then, of course, for the MetaQuest games, 10% coupon list. Make sure to go via my links. And then on Steam, I found Underdogs. This is a physics-based sandbox action adventure. 50% Until You Fall is a roguelite VR fighting game. 50% of Iron Guard VR tower defense game. 50% off done. Then Boiling Steel, this is a single-player shooter, 50% off. And on the PlayStation VR 2, we have Resident Evil Village, 60%. Green Hell VR survival game, 50%. Hellsweeper VR is 55% off action game, and Fisherman's Tale is a puzzle game, 67% off, and After the Fall multiplayer zombie shooter, 70% off. So guys, make sure to go via all my links and check out what I have in the description and in the first pinned comment. I hope you like my video, give me thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya!
VoodooDE